Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Should XRP be included in the US Strategic Reserve? This coming from Cointelegraph here on Twitter. And this has been a hot topic of debate over the last 24 hours or so. Luckily for us XRP holders, a lot of people are adding love to the survey. 4,000 added a heart here, which does indeed suggest that they want XRP to be added to the US Strategic Reserves. And for people retweeting the no, Bitcoin Maxis only equate to about 118 people, at least according to this unscientific survey here from Cointelegraph that was just posted on the X platform. I mean, XRP price really hasn't been affected by this controversy. Right now, we're seeing one XRP trading for about $3.11 per coin. As you guys can see here, we're still formulating this bullish pennant pattern on the longer time frame. And so we just got to get out of that now. Really, it's it's kind of this time where we're just kind of waiting to see Bitcoin move up for that next leg. Then altcoins will surely follow, as you guys can see on the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin trading up since yesterday. Yesterday we were seeing one Bitcoin going for about 103,900 per coin. Currently today we're seeing one Bitcoin going for about 104.6. So Bitcoin still just kind of meandering, but trending upward. As you guys can see, we're making higher lows on the Bitcoin chart. So higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. This pattern's kind of interesting though, because we're not necessarily seeing higher highs. We're seeing a lower high, then another higher high. So once we get out of this and start seeing a consistent trend of higher highs, well, that's obviously going to be beneficial for the King crypto and also for the rest of the cryptos that are going to follow. So as of today, guys, 24 hours later, we're still at 61. Greed has set in. Bitcoin dominance at 57.7%. We're seeing a little bit added to the market cap and volume flat at 0% growth. You can see Bitcoin is up by a little bit, but some cryptocurrencies are down, some are up. So not too much activity right now in the crypto space. But the hype, the anticipation is suggesting that we are going to get some more movement for, the cryptos that, the Trump administration, the U.S. government will be focusing on in the coming months. This just came out from Eric Balchunas. CoinShares, guys, has just filed for a spot Litecoin ETF. So that was from a filing from Friday. And XRP as well, guys. So they have also added an XRP, or rather filed for an XRP ETF. In a notable change in the crypto regulatory environment, asset managers are regaining confidence in their pursuit of ETFs. Significantly, CoinShares just submitted an application for a spot XRP ETF and Litecoin fund, indicating an increasing enthusiasm for altcoin investment offerings. Down here, it just gives some details of what that consists of. The firm has submitted an S1 registration statement to the SEC to launch that XRP ETF aimed at providing investors with direct exposure to the market's second largest altcoin. And don't forget, guys, it's also the number one altcoin that is made in the USA. Again, if I click here, you can see XRP number one there by market cap, followed by Solana. USDC is a stablecoin, but then Dogecoin is number 3 there. But obviously this means something because there have been a lot of skeptics. But guys, there is going to be momentum. There's going to be real world utility. There's speculation that Donald Trump is going to include XRP into a strategic reserve. So these are all big milestone events for, not just for XRP, but for all those cryptocurrencies that are going to be part of this. Despite the enthusiasm surrounding the ETF, the altcoin has shown a mixed response in the market. XRP recently emerged from a nearly 3-year consolidation period below the 50-cent mark, boosted by excitement surrounding pro-crypto regulatory shifts under President Donald Trump. And so, that is the biggest thing. That is right now the biggest question mark for XRP. Are we going to see consistent gains like we've seen in typical bull runs, maybe moving up to a new all-time high, or are we going to see something even bigger? So at this point, the question is it going to be good or is it going to be amazing? This is kind of the mindset we should be getting in as XRP holders. And, now the biggest question is, how high is this thing going to get? How high could it get? For more information on what I'm doing, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. If you guys are interested in seeing my crypto trading strategy, State Street has already positioned itself in the new crypto custody space, preparing to repeal the SAB Bill 121. With $38 trillion in assets under management, they know how to spot a lucrative opportunity. This courtesy of Smoke here on Twitter. Once SAB 121 is repealed, the largest custodian banks overseeing more than $100 trillion in assets combined will inevitably dive into the crypto custody space as well. So guys, this coming from State Street. And need I remind you here, Archax, which is a Ripple partner, did just add State Street and Fidelity funds to their tokenized offerings, and this just happened a couple of months ago. So let me just read you guys a little bit of this. Ripple partner Archax announced the addition of State Street, Fidelity International, and Legal and General Investment Management funds to its tokenized real-world asset offerings. These funds will initially be available on the XRP Ledger, Hedera, and Arbitrum networks. Following this announcement, the XRP price increased by 4% within a few hours. So again, from a couple of months ago. And now this is some more information regarding State Street. Last night, industry giant State Street, with $38 trillion in custody assets, announced a tie-up with Taurus, a Swiss crypto firm, to offer tokenized solutions. Custody is a key component in the tokenization process, leading many to speculate that this move is positioning early for a more crypto-friendly White House after November. State Street knows asymmetric payoff when it sees it. So boom goes the dynamite. Again, $38 trillion in assets under management. And we did just get wind yesterday that SAB 121 is on the table now to be repealed. So could we see the asset number grow? Chances are we will. And this is why we're seeing guys like this. Jack Mallers saying he's confirmed that Ripple and XRP is spending millions to undermine the strategic Bitcoin reserve in America. Now, I don't know, is it that Donald Trump just said it at the Bitcoin conference that he was going to make a Bitcoin reserve and then maybe changed his mind later? Anyway, here's Jack Mallers whining and complaining. I'm not going to play you guys this full clip, but just to get a sense of what he's saying.
Okay, emergency press conference. Ripple is undermining American prosperity and freedom. I can confirm Ripple is actively spending millions of dollars trying to undermine a strategic Bitcoin reserve in the United States of America. This is not just an attack on Bitcoin, but on principles of transparency, on fairness, and on our national security. A Bitcoin strategic reserve would be one of the most important economic announcements in American history. I personally would put it on par with Nixon in 1971.
So Mahler's really diving deep in there. That was only the first 47 seconds. This clip does go on for over 5.5 minutes. And again, I will link it in the description of the video if you guys are interested. Angel here, though, saying, seriously, though, Satoshi Nakamoto could emerge from the shadows and pull the rug. He owns anywhere between 750,000 and 1.1 million Bitcoins, enough to affect us all. And, that's kind of true, right? Maybe it's really true. I don't actually know how much Bitcoin. I don't think anybody knows exactly the amount of Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto holds. But, this is just it. And so these guys coming out saying this kind of thing, really kind of reminds me of what the space was like back in 2017 and 2018 when XRP did originally see an all-time high. The FUD, the negativity, all that stuff. Bitcoin Maxis on attack mode. King Solomon here commenting, I wonder if Jack has any interest in XRP not being considered for inclusion in the strategic reserve. Let's ask Google. How did Jack Mallers make his money? Well, being a very early adopter of Bitcoin, Jack Mallers was able to increase his net worth by purchasing Bitcoin when the price was about $250. So you guys can see, he's got a vested interest in this, as do many of them. He was then able to raise over $100 million through his company Strike from other Bitcoin investors who have a vested interest in scaling BTC. So this is how the web extends. Always pay attention to who is saying what and for what reason. It's honestly hilarious watching Bitcoin maxis lose their mind and have nosebleeds because Trump ditched the idea of a Bitcoin reserve. Again, I think he said this at a Bitcoin conference, and this is why they're getting their knickers in a knot, which I was one of the only pages that tried warning everyone would happen. Instead of just admitting that they made up this fake narrative to create hopium and lure in suckers, they're trying to pin all the blame on Ripple simply because they're so salty that it's better and know the US will stockpile XRP and ignore BTC. Now, I don't think that's completely right. This courtesy of Jacob King, by the way. I do think the United States will pile Bitcoin, but also add other cryptocurrencies to their strategic reserve like XRP and other utility coins, American-made utility coins that I think are going to really change the world. Newsflash, the US and the rest of the world wants coins that are fast, innovative, and actually useful, not some fossilized relic of tech from a bygone era. Bitcoin has zero utility other than speculative gambling. I predict XRP will eventually overtake Bitcoin, and that reality has Bitcoins shaking in their boots. And so, this is just it. President Donald Trump, he is not going to be a maximalist of any one thing. He's a smart businessman, and he realizes that, it's going to be many cryptocurrencies and different digital assets that are going to have their place in the new financial framework. XRP is already growing 100x faster, and their sheer panic is on full display as they beg for the government to investigate and ban Ripple because, let's face it, it's just better. And this is exactly what I thought too from Vet. Do these Bitcoin maxis have a group chat or something like that to coordinate these anti-XRP posts? I feel like, this is kind of, they must. I mean, how else how else can it be so coordinated? Highly likely, considering many of them are skilled in the art of clandestine comms, hence crypto. That coming from Monica here. Vet saying it feels very coordinated. King Solomon saying Bitcoin multimillionaires that got in extremely early and scream about decentralization from their yachts, yet having the nerve to complain about XRP being a centralized banker's coin is a joke. Oscar here saying, a Discord channel, 100%. So I have no doubt that, it is part of their strategy there. Haley Lennon, so another Bitcoin maxi here coming out. In my opinion, the strategic reserve should be Bitcoin only. A strategic reserve should not have any cryptocurrencies in it that have a centralized group or entity that promotes it and profits off it as a result of that promotion. Jeremy Hogan contesting this, fair enough, but why? The purpose of a strategic reserve is to have a supply of something in case of an emergency, right? You want to be diversified. That just makes sense. Why would it matter if there's a large company using it? Or in the case of arguments against Bitcoin, why should it matter that the creator is unknown and holds a large percentage of supply? So again, all very, very good comments, all interesting comments that I think we should consider. But I know what side you guys are on. Nevertheless, I think it's good to go over some of these just to kind of see what, how the space is reacting and how Bitcoin maximalists are behaving and what to expect, guys, moving forward. Another one here, Peter McCormick. I have it from a direct source that Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple and XRP are actively working to undermine the SBR. Absolute scum. So even going as far as calling Ripple and XRP scum after everything they did for the industry, for shame. Vincent Van Cote here with this comment. You know what I found out recently? That a lot of people actually think XRP is a scam coin and it's going to zero. That's right, zero. I don't actually engage with these people who say stuff like this. I think it's their loss and they probably don't have the intellect to actually understand what is happening. Some of these people understand Bitcoin, but the things they talk about why Bitcoin is great applies to all cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin. Lay people who either don't know what crypto is or are just starting to get caught up with the mystique of Bitcoin, but ask any tech person and they will agree that Bitcoin is obsolete technology and the blockchain is bleeding slowly. This is why Bitcoin is being wrapped in other BCs or just traded via an ETF, because it's broken. But be very clever. People don't want the $1 trillion in liquidity to vaporize. XRP is a purpose-built blockchain with native DeFi features optimized for tokenization and asset transportation. It is the only blockchain that can do this. The foundation that created XRP, not Ripple or Brad, gifted the escrow to Ripple to entice them to use it to build their cross-border payment capability. It was a solid idea because without a decent customer of the network, the blockchain would be dead. So he then goes on and gives some statistics on XRP and Ripple, the company. I don't think I have to go over these. I think a lot of you guys know this stuff already. Major investors, though, SBI Holdings, Tetragon Financial Group, and many, many others. Guys, do you really think XRP is a scam? You realize this is just a coordinated FUD attack, considering that guys like Austin King sold his company back to Ripple in 2013. The opportunity was there. He's explained this before, but I want to show you guys this clip. It's only about a minute long. Listen to this.
If you go back to 2013, when XRP was actually launched, what they did is they took a very active stance to say that we are the adults in the room. Chris Larsen, the founder, had built 2 companies before this. He took 1 public. Like, these were large-scale fintech companies. And so they very much positioned it as, hey, this distributed ledger technology, actually, this can solve a ton of problems in the existing traditional financial system. So instead of creating this, purely forsake the existing system, can we use it to improve the existing system? Because the existing system serves hundreds of millions of people across the world today. And so can we make that better? You cannot deny Ripple is extremely well positioned to drive adoption of this and actually make an impact there. But I think people at large should really just zoom out and understand each of these technologies have their own benefits. And really where we're going is they're all going to synergize together, and they all bring something different to the table.
All boats will rise, guys. Let's not forget that. All boats will rise with a positive US government stance on cryptocurrency. So it's not just going to be XRP, it's going to be many cryptocurrencies. Nevertheless, wanted to thank Zach Guzman and, of course, Austin King for his constant insight on Ripple XRP, what the company is doing, and what the plan is moving forward. Now, Mark Yusko also made an appearance on the Paul Barron Network. Is he going to buy XRP next? Listen to this.
Would that put you guys in a position where you would say, okay, I'll buy some XRP?
So the short answer is, our job as venture capitalists is to invest in digital asset infrastructure. We own a lot of Bitcoin. We own a little tiny bit of Ethereum. We own a fair amount of Solana, although we sold most of that. We don't own XRP. When we talk to founding groups, we have not met very many founding groups that are working on those platforms. We don't own Dogecoin, right? If suddenly somebody were to say, yes, XRP is going to replace SWIFT and Bank of America is going to use it and JP Morgan's going to use it, if I can see a way that some of the revenue that would be saved by using a better, faster, cheaper solution could accrue to token holders, then I want to own that.
So in some cases, these guys will jump in fairly late, but as you guys can hear from Mark Yusko, he's not dismissing it. He just wants to know for sure. But it definitely is a possibility. Jacob King commenting, Bitcoin maximalists have essentially waged war on Ripple and XRP over the past few days, all because Trump's digital asset reserve prioritizes US-based cryptos like XRP over Bitcoin. So remember, he wants to bring in the capital gains-free US-related crypto bill. In reality, they're doing XRP a huge favor. So remember that, guys. XRP, HBAR, ADA, all those American-made cryptos, he's doing them a huge favor. This is arguably the biggest promotion for XRP in history. They're attacking it out of fear, and it's superior. So let's keep it up. And this just came out a few hours ago, courtesy of Digital Asset Buy. Eric Trump has confirmed US-based crypto projects will benefit from 0% capital gains tax for Americans. Again, this just came out yesterday. So sorry, not a few hours ago. Yesterday, Friday, January the 24th at 5:30 a.m. GMT time. Some more bullish news with regards to crypto and U.S. taxes. First, Eric Trump has confirmed that some top U.S.-based crypto projects such as XRP and HBAR will soon benefit from zero capital gains tax, while non-U.S.-based projects will face a 30% capital gains tax. So if you are an American and you are trading crypto, it behooves you to purchase American cryptos if you do not want to be taxed up the wazoo. Also, Senator Ted Cruz plans to introduce a Congressional Review Act resolution next week to overturn a controversial IRS rule requiring certain DeFi brokers to report gross proceeds and provide user data, including names and addresses. So more to do with the IRS and taxes for Americans. So Cruz is an advocate of crypto, and he believes that regulation targets the DeFi sector, or it should, which he views as essential for innovation in the U.S. when it comes to cryptocurrency. He also stands against CBDCs, and we did hear Trump give his, sign the executive order against central bank digital currencies. The IRS rule broadly defines brokers, including non-custodial entities that have access to user information, even if they don't directly hold assets. But the big point here, guys, crypto gains on American-made cryptos are going to be a big deal for Americans. Remember, the American-made cryptos, here's the list, that Americans can purchase and not be taxed on the gains. So just some here to consider. And also, I just noticed this, courtesy of blockchain backer, an interesting choice for the Trump coin, or the coin rather, that Trump is holding in this CNBC image. Is it any coincidence? Is it a surprise to you? I don't know. That's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. And please subscribe to my Patreon if you guys are interested in seeing what I'm doing, what I'm trading, what my XRP targets are going to be, where I think Bitcoin's going to go, and where I think the rest of the market's going to go. Patreon.com/WorkingMoneyChannel for more of that. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.